Hello students, welcome back again. So now I am taking for you the part third in which the rules of image formation and the ray diagrams for the convex concave mirror and the uses of concave mirror. So let me start with our third part. Rules for making ray diagrams by spherical mirror. So the first one is a ray parallel to the principal axis after reflection will pass through the principal focus in case of concave mirror or appear to diverge from the principal focus in case of a convex mirror. That means there are the two different cases for the concave and convex. In case of concave, it will after reflection must be passed from a focus, but in case of convex, it appear to passing from the focus. Clear? So that is the first rule. That means simply a ray going to the parallel to the principal axis is must be passed from the focus after reflection. Clear? Second rule is just opposite of the first rule. A ray passing through the principal focus, it must be parallel to the principal axis after reflection. So in case of concave mirror, it's passing from the principal axis, it passing from the focus, but in case of convex mirror, it directed towards the focus. Clear? So that is the second rule. And the third rule is a very simple rule, and it is a very important, and that is many times asked in the board examinations. So a ray passing through the center of curvature of a concave mirror or directed in the direction of the center of curvature of a convex mirror after reflection is reflected back along the same path. In case of concave mirror, it passing from the center of curvature and same path. But in case of convex mirror is directed towards the center of curvature, but it is written in the same path. So now the fourth rule says a ray incident obliquely to a principal axis towards a point P. That means कि our ray coming from a source is obliquely incident at pole, making an angle from the principal axis, and after reflection it's same angle making from the principal axis in both cases, either convex or either concave. This is follow exactly laws of reflection. Clear? So now we are talking about ray diagrams of concave mirror. Concave mirror is also known as converging mirror. So here first case is when object plays at infinity. When object plays at infinity, and we all are know that when object at infinity, then rays coming from the object is must be parallel, and after parallel rays it passing from the reflection, it will be from the focus. So here both rays are meted at point F, and one thing, the image will be formed where at least two rays meted after reflection or refraction, so image will be formed. So here this and this rays meted after reflection at point F, so image will be formed at F. So image position is what? At F. And the nature, we know that the real images are always actually meet. So here rays are actually meet at point F. So the nature is what? Real. And if real images, then it must be inverted. And we all are know that if we seen far objects, then the image will be very short. So it is a point size or highly diminished or very small. So now second case is when object is beyond C, or we can say that between C and infinity. So object is here, so between C and infinity. So first rule, a ray coming from the parallel to the principal axis after reflection passing from the focus, and another ray is passing from the center of curvature and reflected in same path. So these again meet at a point this, so the image will be formed. And where is the image? Between F and C. So between F and C. And nature, rays are actually emitted, so real and inverted. And size is compared to object is small, so that is diminished. And the third case is when object is at C. So in this case, if we see here, so the image at C again, the first ray is coming from the principal parallel to the principal axis, passing from the focus. Another ray is just reverse, passing from the focus. After reflection, it becomes to parallel, and they all are meet at same point. That means the image position at C. Rays are actually emitted, real and inverted, and the same point as their object and image. So the size is same size. In case of fourth case, when object is placed between F and C, so that is a F and C. So first again parallel to the principal axis, passing from the focus. Another is the going towards the center of curvature and passing from this, and they all are meet at beyond C or between C and infinity. So the image position is where? Beyond C. And the rays are actually meted in this diagram, so the nature of the image is real and inverted. Clear? And the size is compared to object is large. So here we say that size of the image will be large. And again the fifth case is when object is placed at F. So when object at infinity, then image will be at focus. So when object at focus, then image will be at infinity. So look at here, so the object is here, first ray parallel passing from the focus, another ray center of curvature. Both our rays are parallel after reflection, so we can say that they meet at infinity. So we can say that they meet at infinity. Clear? So the image position at infinity, rays are actually emitted, so real, and size is highly enlarged. So next case is when object between P and F. So that is a very important case, and that is a different for the concave mirror. In this case, the object is placed between P and F. So the first is here, different rays are using. The first rays is parallel, and they try to what? Appear to passing from the focus. And if we dotted line meet at like that, so they are meet at point A dash. So in that case, if we look at these rays and these rays, so they are farther as we are moving in front of the mirror. So we can consider that if we are extend at the back side of the mirror, so they are meted at point A dash. So look at that like that. So the image will be formed at behind the mirror. So when the rays are not actually meet, then the nature of the image are virtual or erect, and the size is enlarged. So same thing in this diagram, object between pole P and focus F. So P and focus, and the first ray is parallel. Look at here, first ray is parallel like this, and after reflection it passing from the focus, and another ray is passing from the center of curvature. They are meted at A dash. So this is there are the six cases for the concave mirror. So let me talk about what are the uses, what are the application of concave mirror. So there are the many applications of concave mirror in our daily life. So first one is used in a torch, searchlights and vehicles headlights. So very important, in the vehicle headlights is which type of mirror are using? So concave mirror. Why? To get a powerful parallel beam of light. For the powerful parallel beam of light, in the time at the time of night, we need to clarification of the ways by the dangerous animals. So we have required a parallel beam of light, so that is given by concave mirror. And the second case is the concave mirrors are used by dentists. You all are know that. So dentists are why are using concave mirror? To see a large image of teeth. So the first one is the headlights of the vehicles, and the second one is by using dentist, and the third one is concave mirror is used as shaving mirror. So mostly for the shaving mirrors, also concave mirror is using for a see a larger image. So similarly, a last one is large concave mirror are used to concentrate sunlight to produce heat in solar furnace. So the last one is concave mirror are also used to concentrate sunlight, because the concave mirror are converging mirrors. So they converge all the solar light on a particular points. So that is used in solar furnace. So I hope you understand our class.